Bonjour. Sure. Here's a rundown on the speakers from the Love of AI Art webinar. 1. Claude Bernard, an AI artist who discussed the importance of copyright protection in AI-generated art and strategies for effective prompt engineering. 2. Vanessa J. Pages. She pairs creativity and coding, and talked about the art of collaboration, revealing how AI can enhance and expand artistic possibilities. 3. Lester Paints the World. This AI entrepreneur took participants into the world of agent-to-agent economics, showing how autonomous AI agents can create complex systems. 4. Paige Dansinger. Focused on XR technologies, Paige highlighted how technology can be intertwined with art for sustainable community-driven solutions. It's too bad you missed it. It was a rich and enlightening discussion.
SXSWXR 2025 AI. Augmented reality, 3D is spatial capturing. SXSWXR 2025 AI. Augmented reality, 3D is spatial capturing.
What's up? I know we were quiet on Metaverse Radio and out here too, but that's okay. I guess it's not supposed to really be okay, but let's go. Boom. What's up out there? We are finally connected. We're live on the live on YouTube, out here on X. We're also live inside of the X Spaces right here. It is a SupAR SatARday. We're also live out on Metaverse Radio. So thank you, Metaverse Radio, for this spot, for the opportunity to be here. Man, it is a SupAR SatARday. We're finally here where we're going to look at that one platform over the reality. We kind of talked about it a lot, you know, but yeah, we're going to look at putting stuff out there. What does that do? The builder and stuff like that. Some of the different fun little tools that they have available. Right. So, but yeah, so because of that, and because like this dude's awesome anyways, so we have these shirts. I'm wearing a shirt, so if you're watching the video, you're seeing the live, you'll see I've got this shirt. It says Hexadize on it. I didn't make this shirt. It also says on the back, it says hashtag over the reality. Virtual Fitness, if anybody knows who that is, Virtual Fitness back in the day at one time gave these away. He made these for some people, sent them all out. I think Swave has one. I've got one. Over Landlord has one. Yeah, so these were, Virtual Fitness has one. So these were gifts to people that did things, you know, and we're really like active. And so it's cool. Thank you so much. We've done a lot with this shirt, from like putting AR filters on it on like Instagram and Snapchat and everywhere else, to just wearing it out because it says Hexdives. And I mean, that's just kind of cool. So thank you, Virtual Fitness, for this gift from like way back. But you've got a lot of things coming up. Virtual Fitness does. They're getting ready to take over the whole world. I don't know if they're going to go on tour. I don't know what the whole plans are, but I do know that you should be paying attention, because Virtual Fitness is about to get you fit, which is one of the reasons, you know, we're wearing the camo plus this today. I feel like, you know, just kind of give some special shout outs to Virtual Fitness. So thank you for doing what you've been doing all along. It's really cool. Thanks for being active. So today we're going to take a look at Over the Reality. Why? Well, because South by Southwest is coming up. In fact, we're going to play this little promo video here. Let's go like this.
SXSWXR 2025.
Up there. So that's what's up. All right, so that is like a little bit of what happened last year, kind of what we're getting ready to do this year. As you can see, AI Alley right there at the end. We're super excited about the AIs coming out and what's going to be happening there and how they're all connected. If you were able to catch yesterday's Love of AI webinar on Valentine's Day, you would have had the opportunity to meet Lester Paints the World, the founder of UBC, who's where the agents and everything are running through the swarms. And you can learn more about all of that by checking out Altered Alley. Just go straight to their profile specifically. There'll be all the details you need to know about the AI Alley for sure. You can actually visit the AI inside of Spatial. And I always get this wrong. I get this wrong every time. I want to say, is it Agent Alley? Something like that inside of there. So you can go check that out. You can also, again, just follow Altered Alley. All of the connecting points are going to be, that's going to be your best spot. Just follow Altered Alley. And go straight there. Follow Altered to know more about the AI Alley. So there we go. Yeah. So on to how all of this is working. South by Southwest coming up. Let me share. Let's go right here. I'm going to share this. Let's go like this. We're going to share this one first. We're going to go sxswxr.com, right? sxswxr.com. sxswxr.com. So it's the most unofficial. This is just like a homepage. It's just a landing page, essentially, just to say, hey, you know, you can go here, because realistically, it's going to go. Oh, am I sharing this? I'm not sharing this yet. Let me share this first. Let's go. Present over here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Present screen. Man. Ba-da-da-da. Welcome to the show, everybody. So we're out here. If you're tuning in on the space, welcome. The best thing you might want to do is just check out the live. It's going to be one of those times where we're just going to go and do that thing. Let's go share this screen. Bum, 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 bum. Put it up there. Bum, 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 bum. I can't move myself. Where do I put myself there? Okay, so I think that's better. Maybe if I put myself there. Let me go back over to this screen. Scroll back up. So this is the SSXWXR.com website right here. And it's the most unofficial one. But you can go here. This is just like the landing page, makes it simple for you to find all those kind of cool things, right? You scroll down, there's some information there, like, you know, just like what's presentable, what anything AI, AR, XR, virtual, geospatial, music, whatever, because it all connects. It's all together, right? So all of those things This is just kind of like the .com landing page, but you can scroll on down to. You don't have to scroll all the way down if you don't want to. You can go to just right here on this tab where it says the most unofficial SXXWXR events. Okay, and you're right there. You can also scroll all the way down. If you want more information, there is an email. You can just go to info@ssxwxr.com. And when you tell your friends about this, like when you're like, hey, you should go hop on this and share and connect and do all those things. When you do that, you should tell them just like that. Say it, SSXWXR 2025. I don't. You don't have to make my faces. Like make better faces. I make like faces. Like Don't do those. Even my base face is like. And we don't want that. So, but I'm going to scroll back up here. We're going to look at the most unofficial events part right here. And this is where it gets fun, right? So in here, there is a list. We're going to wait. It's not loaded. But on here, there is the list. And you can go directly to this site, just the jingle for the XYZ, but it's instead of the .com, it's just XYZ. So you can skip the .com if you want to and go straight to here. This is right here, and as you can see now, an Excel spreadsheet, right, where there's a list of events that you can, that some are already listed here, okay? Some of them will be listed here. We're going to wait for it here. It looks like the video lag for a moment. And by moment, I mean long moment. Let's see what happens here. Back over here. Let me go over here. Having a super Saturday. Is this a great day or what? You know what I mean? Like I'm having a pretty good day. We're going to go wait. We're going to add me back to the stage. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Let's go add to the stage. Boom, there we are. Check that out. All right, so, but as we were saying, thank you, Metaverse Radio. And the content aired here does not necessarily represent the views of Metaverse Radio. It's not intended for legal, medical, or financial advice. All of the views and opinions of the speakers or anyone on this stage today is just their own, and it has nothing to do with Metaverse Radio. Anything that is heard here, go do your own research on. Make sure you do research on. And what we do love to hear is the research you have done on what you've heard here. Please bring it back to us. Let us know. We want to grow too. So together we can do that even better. So together we keep each other safe. Not everything here is always perfect. We make mistakes. We're just here, just looking at what's going on around the world and sharing it together. And that's what we want to do. We want to share this together. So thank you, Metaverse Radio, for allowing this to be an open spot to do just that. So looking here, we are back at the SXSWXR.XYZ, the SSXWXR.XYZ, right there on the page there. So that is this spreadsheet here. So you can go down, you can scroll down here. As you can see, there are other people adding events here. Any information, right? So like if there's not a start date or a date and time, if we could, like what we'll do, just go ahead and have it start, say on March 7th. Like even if it's active now, go ahead, like wherever that time is, or you can just say, in fact, just say open, just say, always open. And that'll work just as well. If there's not an address to go to, that's just fine as well. As you can see here, we've got, it looks like the one I'm going to, because there we go, LM Designs right there. Look at that. Look at that. She's already got the over the reality spots up there. She's got her 8th wall links in there. You see how she did this, y'all? You see how she did it? She got spatial links in there. And look, so the vibe, wearable fun, AR playable fun, immersive pop-up shop, immersive experience, immersive world. So I love the way you did this. This is perfect. And so what we also want to do is we also want to allow, if you make apps, right? If you make any of the apps or for like hardware, for like, where are they at? For like these suckers here. Like I like these. Okay, these are fun. These are the X Reels, right? Everybody remembers these X Reel Ultras. These are fun. So if you make stuff for like, for things like this, like I'll be out there with these. I'm sure that there will be other people out there with like MetaQuest or Snap Lenses or Magic Leaps and things like that. So if you have any of those types of things, you can also list them here. Okay. And you might even put over here in the vibe, like, this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And then put the link to it or whatever needs to be done. And what will happen is now this down here on the bottom is all editable by anybody that comes in there. Okay, so it's a free up and down. So the dangers of this, right, is the fact that anybody could come in here if they wanted to be a jerk and go like this. They go and start deleting things. I don't even want to do it because I don't want to do it. But they could start deleting things, removing things, right? So when you do post on here, right, one of the things that might help is going on, right, taking a screenshot of it, right, and then sharing it, being like, boom. Even if it's in private, just letting us know, hey, I added this info on there, yada yada yada, boo, boo, boo. And then if even if you don't want, or you can just share it out publicly and be like, look, on the list, let's go. Hope to see you, because that might help people know that you're on, where to go. Like, hey. So you can just go ahead and tell people, hey, here's the list of all my links. They're right here. Just go start clicking away, right? Because that's what part of this is. Now, on these ones that don't have the start dates, okay, right here, what we will end up doing, right, just to help keep things a little more organized, we'll probably end up having 2 sections. So there's the dated ones, and then maybe below that, we'll have the ones that are like the open, right, the always kind of thing. So that way it keeps the calendar side of things a little more organized, but still gives the opportunity for the ones that are just always open to still be there, and they'll be in like separate sections types of things. But it'll all be as organized as it can be. Remember, this is open. There's no paid sponsorships here, right? This is just a let's all play, in Austin, cover the world, and see what's up. So SXXWXR 2025 coming at you. Go ahead and just put whatever links you have. Like I said, if it's apps, if it's XR creations, as you can see here, there's a Snap Lens, there's an 8th wall. Like, this is good. Like, this is like she's on it because she gets it. She's like, this is an XR thing. This isn't like this is everybody everywhere. So she got herself covered. So shout out LM, way to go. We'll get you set up there as soon as we can, right? So that's what's up. So check that stuff out right there. Now we're going to move over to, because as you did see, she did have those over the reality things up there. And we're going to look at that today. We're going to look at that today. Let me move to the side here. I'm going to plug one thing in, and I'll be right back. Like, all the audio will still be here. You'll still hear me. It's not like I ran away. I just moved off the shot, and now I'm doing that thing that I'm not supposed to do, right? Where I went, oh, shot, right? Because then you see my background of that green sheet. Like, what? You mean these people aren't really here? These aren't like cutouts, like cardboard? No, not yet. We're virtual, right? Let's go here. I'm going to remove this screen. Remove. Hi, world. How are you? Present. Let's see. Screens. Let's go. There we go. Share screen. We're going to move over here to window. This one. We're going to look at this one today. Y'all are going to get to see some things. We're going to share. Let's look at it. Put it up on the stage. There we go. We got some overlands here. So I'm thinking, just for fun, we can go hang with Charles. Now, shout out to Metaverse Mint for even finding this thing. Okay. Back some years ago. He sent it to me. Hang with Charles. That's cool. Because my name is Charles. Like I wasn't, my parents didn't name me this. This wasn't my given name. This was a made up name. My given name was this one. So Metaverse Mints found that out, and he went and found, because over the reality, one of the things is like to search them up and stuff like that, are these 3 words. And so the hang with Charles, right? So he was like, what if you just like use this and then you start making stuff here? And then when you make stuff, people can just like, hang out. And I was like, actually, that's genius. But hang with Charles, like, this is too good. Love it. So thank you, Metaverse Mint, for that one. That one actually means a lot. I don't think anything's published out there currently. That's not where we're going. It's in the middle of the ocean. I do want to put stuff over here at WinStar, and we'll look at that. In fact, we're going to look at that. We're going to go, wow. Right, that was Epcot. That was not WinStar. Let's go. Scroll on out. That's Walt Disney. We're not looking at Walt Disney today. You got enough attention yesterday with that Love of AI webinar live stream. Okay, you've got all that. We're not doing all that right now. Where were we going? We're gonna go to WinStar right here. WinStar. I believe that's Stackerville. What's that? Is that WinStar? Is that it? Is that the spot? That's the casino? That's the World Star Casino? All right, look. So here we go. What spots do we have here? Is this our spot? One of these. This is our spot here. So we can go right here at the main entrance. Okay, this is the circle. If we want to look at, and this is kind of nice. Oops. There we go. Because you can see the map side, much like you could on the StreamYard universe side. Same kind of concept. So if everybody remembers, the first week that we did that builder thing, we were right here on StreamYard universe, and we put that AI chatbot thing out right here. And now that AI is out in Marseille, right? So, but that was right here over this globe. And so you can still see the map. And then right here is the entrance. So we've got these 2 spots that we can play with right here, this little corner section right here, or like where once they're inside and all that. So we're going to go right here because it really doesn't matter too much. It's not mapped right now. But we're going to go right there. We'll take that spot today. It's visiting interior Letra. So that should be, in fact, maybe we'll look at this one. So see what the name is. Maybe it's easier to remember, or maybe it's cooler, right? Maybe it's just different. We got visiting interior Letra, very interior Croft. I like Croft better. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with visiting interior Croft today, right? So just because I feel like that's a fun, I don't know, it'll just make it easier. So we're going to go back like that. Oh, perfect. In fact, that's the one. Haha, check it. Maybe it was my mind. Maybe it was because I already saw it. It's like, so I just had to get back in there. But visiting interior Croft, that's where we're going to go look at today. Now, they added some new things here. All right. So if everybody, you still see this, I do believe they added some new things here, like this image targets thing right here. I'm not going to click it because I don't want to go off of this too much. But what you can do now, say you have a sign or a billboard or anything like that you want to activate, right? So if you own that overland, you can say, instead of having to map the area, for example, to get something to lock onto target, what you can do is say, if you do have a mural, you can take you get that image, and then you have to tell, and that is kind of specific. You do need to be very close in your centimeters and inches of dimensions for the target. Okay. And that's so that it can grab it. So it's not just, you can't just put a picture of a butterfly and then have the picture of the butterfly on the wall, and then no matter how big the butterfly on the wall is, it's just going to capture it, right? It's got to be the same size. So for example, if you've got a 3-foot sign, right, you have to tell in the image target that this is 3 foot this by this. So those are some little things before you just go throwing stuff out there. Need to know type stuff. So go ahead and measure your target first, right, before you put the image in there, so you can have that. All right, on to that is something new they just recently added. I like it. I think it's great, especially on the mural side and sign side. So instead of necessarily having to do that, and things can activate specifically, like, so you might be able to spin around and watch something grow up and around, as you move, not just because it continues, right, but maybe it just goes with it. So we'll see. Lots of different fun things that we can do there. But we're going to go out to visiting interior Croft. Okay. Now I messed up here. I did not clean out my files, okay, of the assets that I've made things. Some of them are super old. Some of them are testers. Okay. So don't judge me. Do not judge me. All right. As this loads up here, All right, I am going to, just because I think it might help if I do this. I'm going to close the marketplace side. All right, so we're going to close that. Maybe open up some space right here. I also should probably remove some things in my download folder, but we're not going to do all that. You're just stuck with what you got. All right, so as we look over here, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to name this project. I'm going to hit this edit button up here, and I can even name it, like live test, or live $1 fun, right? Okay, cool. So live $1 fun. We're going to go confirm. Why name it? Well, it just helps you later. Honestly, it's kind of like naming your files and your stuff. I'm terrible about that. I'm only doing this because someone said it's more professional to name your stuff, and I was told that I should tell people to name their stuff. So this is me telling you, name your files, because if you go through my files, which you might see on this, because things might pop up, right? Just ignore all the million numbered file names, right? So, but we're gonna go over here. This is, if you want to. So, like yesterday, we did a live stream for the love of AI. In fact, we'll even put this poster out here. Well, first, let's go one step at a time, people. One step in. By people, I mean me. Okay. So yesterday we did a live stream from Love of AI. Let me put this up here and go. So yesterday we did the live stream with Love of AI. It was fantastic. Honeycomb did an amazing job organizing the whole thing, bringing everybody together. They just did an incredible job. There was, as you can see here, just like this. Boom. So here we go. You got the speakers were Claude Bernard, Vanessa Pages, Museum Page, and Lester Paines. They were fantastic. All of them, and it was so amazing because they all had different perspectives on everything, and they all came at AI from completely different angles. Lester is creating AI and really getting in on the very ground, like hard code level of things. You got Museum Page, who's building museums and has been, and just deep dives into this stuff. Not just it's like, oh, builds museums. No, but that knows the people, right, that really made all these things, right? And it's just like, wow, it's not just knowing them, but like being a part of all of that. And I don't know how to express that part enough. Just like, but she's just she's just it, and so having her there, sharing her story, everything that she's made in XR was just beautiful and amazing. Vanessa Pages, everyone's reaction from Vanessa Pages presentation was amazing. Everyone loved it because she was able to take something that is so new and so baffling and so just like, how do I can't put it in words. And everybody else on the stage was like, we couldn't do what you just did. She made it so simple. And there were people that were watching the stream that said, I've never been able to understand AI, and you just gave me an opportunity to know things, right? Where I felt like I was never going to have a chance because I was never going to be able to do it. And then here you are, and you showed me these ways. So Vanessa, everyone says thank you so much for breaking it down and making it not scary, right? Claude came in with his knowledge and his own how to really on the law side and the right side and the copyright side. So there's a lot there. You can go check the live stream. I believe it's here on the Wonderland AI page. Exactly. Stream if you would like to. It was amazing. But one of the things that was fun that we got to do yesterday was we live streamed this into augmented reality using the Over the Reality platform. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this cube. I'm going to go ahead and delete my cube. Yes, I want to take you out. I'll leave the lights because they don't bother me so much. But we got the poster there. Now, if we want to so once you have these things in here, okay, we're going to go back in here. If you want to add a link, okay, so we're going to add a link. We're going to use an image. Let's go enter the URL of the asset. We're going to put loveofai.com because I believe there's going to be some more things coming. You're going to want to stay up to date there. So we'll put loveofai.com. As you can see, we're going to move this back up here, right on top of it. Just right on top of it. Boom. Right there. So, and I don't know if you can see that, but it is, or should be, right on top of it there. It's just sitting there. So that is now clickable. Okay, you can't really see it. It's, if I wanted to go 3.5, here we go. We'll put it 2. Let's see. Yeah, see, and that you see it there. So it pops up. So we'll put back at 3. Click. Okay, and it's just sitting right on top of it. Okay, so that if you click around there, it will link out to that website, theloveofai.com. So it'll go directly there. So that's one nice thing that you can do. That's super simple. Some of the things you can do there. If you want to, let's say, screen share, right? Okay, so or do the stream like we did yesterday with Vanessa and everybody. You can hit this screen share button, okay? And now we're going to put this into place. So we'll put this up at the same height, right? But we're going to move it over. Let's go -2. Should be right there. Now, one of the things that I have noticed is sometimes, and things can get like flipped backwards, okay, on on different things. So we're actually going to go. We're going to go 180, okay, just like that. Let's see if that did that. I don't know if that, it should have flipped that around, I do believe. So, and we'll test this out. We'll see what happens with, what gets turned around, what doesn't get turned around. It might be that the image over here gets turned around. I can't remember, but we'll check it out. We'll see. But so now we've got this screen share up here. Okay. And this is some testing that you're going to have to do. We're going to have to do. So after this, we'll all jump in there and we'll find out, right? This could be fun. We can all go in there and see what's up. So we're not turning anything. We're going to leave it all just like it is. Okay. But we've got this screen share in here. Now, in order to continue, right, we have to put in a spawner console, right? So if we want to and there we go. If we want to put the the stream into here, okay, then we do have to put a spawner console in here. Now, we're going to leave this dead center. I don't believe that it does too much. I don't, yeah, because there's nothing here for me to actually edit and make it do, right? I believe it gives it access for that might just be a link. I don't know what it does, but I know we have to have it in there. Without that, then it doesn't connect to the overgate. Now, overgate does not mean, and that is not the same, and this is important. Overgate is not the same as a gated experience. Okay, so because you can have, where is that? Right here. So if you go here, you'll see where like we can add our thumbnails. There's the AR layer and the virtual layer. This is down here in like this little statistics looking tab, right? But right here, you can go down to publication settings. And this is a gated experience. Now, what a gated experience is going to do is if you lock it to an NFT, where right here, where it'll say NFT address, put that in there, and then anyone with that NFT address can get in. Good examples of this are go to the Red Room, and that's red with a 3, or maybe it's red with a 3. Go to the Red Room on Over the Reality. That's one of Waveblock's little studios, but you won't be able to get it. You can go, but you won't be. I'm sending you just so you can get locked out, just so you can see what it's like to get locked out. That's the only reason I'm sending you. But you can click that there. That's gated experiences. So if you want to have a private spot, let's say, and there's many reasons to have a gated experience. One of them is to make money. One of them is maybe to control the content on the other side. Right? Let's just be real. There's going to be adult content. There's going to be kids content. And maybe the adult content, well, now you can have it blocked onto another side, right? So it's still accessible. We're not saying you can't have it, but it's probably best for you. You'll profit off it better if you gate it, right? That way people are paying you guarantees. You're not just giving away all the juice for free, So if you want to do all that, that's optionable there. But the overgate, okay, the overgate console, which I do believe that comes into the spawner console. That is separate. That is not a gated experience in order for you to stream live. Okay, so you'll live stream. You'll be able to share it out. You'll have an avatar in there that you can control. There may be other things that you want to do. You can also using your webcam, and the better cam, the better, right? But you can set it to a distance and lock yourself in, and then use your webcam as the motion capture. So like say your avatar is in there, you can actually control it with your webcam. Okay. Now again, like this webcam right here, this isn't going to do it. It's too choppy. It's too filtery. It's just not going to pick me up the best kind of way. You're going to want a good one, right? The better quality, the better it picks you up. Because if not, maybe your avatar comes out choppy and you end up going like this. You're like, it really, you were supposed to be like this, like flowy. But anyway, we won't go. So if you wanted to stream, what this screen share does is when you share your screen in, so instead of just controlling your avatar, but let's like yesterday where we brought the live experience in, it'll be put here. So wherever you want that screen shared, that's where it's going to go. Okay. And you can put it, anywhere around here that you choose to do so. Right now, there's lots of things that you can still do in here. You don't have to just put images. There's avatars. You can put videos. Okay. You can do lots of other things. We're going to put this, in fact, shout out CannaBama. Thank you, CannaBama, real quick for being, actually, this is a perfect mark. This is that 30-minute mark. So thank you, CannaBama, sponsor of this show, making it happen so that we can stay on the live side of the show so everybody can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you a little special little shout out here. Put a little asset out there for you. Bam, bam, just like that. Just like that. All right. So CannaBama, you can put 3D assets out there just like that. It's really just that simple. It's drag and drop kind of stuff. Okay. If you want to, there's 100 megabyte limit, right? Which is a lot. Okay. Especially if you're building on the Unity side of things instead of the web builder side of things. 100 megabytes is quite a bit. So, but you're going to want to keep your poly count and your textures and those things. That's where you're going to want to really start to pay a lot of attention. We're going to put this 3D scan in here as well. Let's go like this. Now, as you can see, or maybe you may or may not have noticed. Okay, look at that. Anybody know who that is? Anybody know who Kelly Clarkson is? So there we go. We'll put Kelly Clarkson right there. Kind of a fan. A little bit of a fan. All right, so Kelly Clarkson right there. So one of the things you'll notice with the 3D assets right now is I have these arrows and these things that I can control and move around, right? Whereas if I go up here to, say, an image, okay, I lose all of those things, or the poster, the JPEGs, the videos. As of right now, you can still move them around, but you're going to type it in up here. You're going to control it around the grid that kind of way, okay? Whereas your 3D assets, you can actually just click on it. They're a little more easy to grab, including their assets. So if you grab, like, see how some of these things they just don't want to really grab. And even when you're going to grab them from here, there we go. Boom. Here. All right. Like that. And then boom. All right. So it's just little things to note. So when you're moving around and you're wanting to control what's going on, and you're like, man, how come I don't have these arrows? No, it's not that you can't control it. The arrows just didn't pop up. And they might for you, okay? But if they don't freak out. You can still control everything around the environment. Now, when people open these experiences, okay, the nice thing that they've done now is you can set and control where you are at in the experience. Now, you can't tap around and jump around the experience the same way that you used to. You're going to walk around. But you can control and set the experience. So used to, you would just open dead center right there, automatic, and then you could kind of move around. But what you'll want to note is if you are opening this remotely, okay, then go ahead and set the experience where you can rotate it, you can slide it around. Maybe somebody can get some videos out of that kind of stuff, right? Just taking screen shares or screenshots or screen recordings of them sliding it around and doing those kinds of things. But you can get all that set up out here that you really want to. You can put whatever you want to out. You can put whatever you want out here that you want to. We're going to go like this. We'll put a Wonderland thing in here, put it over over here just because. What else should we put out there? What else should we put out there, y'all? What is this one? That's the poll. We got a B over here. We'll put a B over here. Put a B right there. We'll put the B right there because the B did the scans. All right, so we got honeycomb over there. What else? Should we load this thing out and just smash it and just see what we get away with? Nah, we won't do all that. We'll be cool. These are images. So let me show you. You can, right? So if you go over here to NFTs, you can upload your NFTs directly. So for a little bit of time, and we'll find out now, the NFTs, if you had a 3D file, right, it wasn't necessarily. Oops, why is that down there? We want this up here. How did that get there? But at one time, man, I'm gonna have to reload. Right, NFTs. Those aren't NFTs. NFTs. That's not NFTs. So it's not pulling my NFTs. These are not NFTs. These are my loaded assets. Interesting. All right, so so I'm loading this stuff up or attempting to load this stuff up. So we go NFTs, trying to get to the NFTs because we want to play with the NFTs. Like we all bought this stuff, right? It's all connected, should be connected. That's one of the reasons we got it, was so that we could have that all the time, like do whatever you want to with it, whenever kind of stuff. And so let's see. And it has been fun. We have been able to do that, like the Slurpee cups and everything else. You could walk them, you can control them, you can do all kinds of stuff. Let's see if we get these NFTs to load here. Maybe not. That's okay. Well, what else should we put out there? Should we put in what? Is there anything special? Something? Anything that we should add? Should we make a? Well, I didn't. Simple. If you want to add a video, you can add a video. Right now, we've got this live stream thing in here. In fact, let me go. Oops, up here. Go back to. There, we'll leave it right there. So we're gonna leave the screen share there. It is 10:41. That was pretty good. If you have questions on how any of that stuff happened, I guess we should publish it, right? But if you have questions on how any of this stuff, just okay, and check out stuff as well, right? Where they're releasing different updates and doing different things. I'm not the pro. This is me saying, hey, if you've got work, right? Like, I mean, this is pretty simple. Like, say you're a regular artist, set it down right here, just like this. I mean, look at that. You can do this. Like, look at the details. You can still capture all this stuff. This wasn't finished when this was captured. This is all now been painted. But as you can see, like some of the stencil work was still there. There's more that got added. But yeah, you can see, as you can see, there's still more. Like the details on what these scans actually give you is pretty incredible. Like, look at that stuff. Look at that in there. So you can set all that stuff out. Or, maybe you're a music artist, right? And you just want to drop a music track. You can do all of that as well. You can put whatever you want to, a video, music, doesn't stink and matter, whatever you want. There's a clickable link here. We're going to test that out. So inside this experience, as I publish it, one of the things, or the things that we did kind of go over, the simple things, right, is here's a screen share that we're going to get to see, right? So we're going to get to see how that works, okay? There is the link on a poster, so you're going to get to see how that process works. Here's the 3D assets, just how easy it was to just drop them in. Like, there's nothing to it. If they have motions, you just turn it on. There's no anything else to it. If they don't, then they don't. These are all going to be static. They're just going to sit there. Nothing too special about them, right? Other than just the shouts out to CannaBama and Honeycomb for keeping the live streams going, right? But that's what's up. So we're going to go look at the love of AI. First, we're going to publish it, right? Boom. So we're going to look at the love of AI today a little bit. Anybody that pops in to the experience, we're going to get to see. I'm going to do my best to have some sort of something something going so that that live stream opportunity thing can go on. We'll see if I can't record some of the stuff from the back end, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But after all of this, I'm going to go into that and I'll stream something in there. How about that? So you should see like my avatar still in there, right? But you'll definitely see all the other things going. So here we go. So, but at this time right here, so that project title, remember how we edited that thing at the very beginning? At the very beginning, I said, we're going to put in the title, but that's where this is. So live $1 fun. Okay, so here's the land name, overmaps, none. All right, so right here where there's nothing here, I believe if we go over here, you can add a thumbnail right here. All right, let's go. We're going to add the full poster here. Open. And virtual layer, AR layer. I'm going to go ahead and put walk mode enabled. I want that. Display OBR map. Nope, we don't have one. Remote experience enabled. Yes. Human occlusion. Yes. Environment occlusion. No, I'm going to keep that out because a lot of us are probably going to open this like in our home works and everything like that. But if you open it, like say inside of a house, right? People are like, where did the thing go? It's like, well, it's on the other side of the wall. So we're not going to leave the environment occlusion. We're just going to take that off for right now because this isn't that. But if you are going to publish this in one of those spaces, in one of those spots where you want the environment occlusion on, by all means, that's where you would do it right in here. Okay. LiDAR occlusion, all those fun things right there. Gated access, yada, yada. We're not going to add a video there. So that's AR layer, virtual layer. As you can see, the thumbnail is still there. We're going to go over here to publish. All right, let's see here. Publish. That nice, pretty thing is there. We've got 11 assets in there. That's again, right? So we're going to go publish. Let's see what happens. Once we hit that publish and it goes out, it should be just that easy. Look at that, just that easy. Everything's done. So now that's live. So you can go straight to visiting interior.crop, right? Just like that. But because we just published this experience, one of the other nice things you can do when you open the app is it'll also be up on like recently published, or there's going to be a newest or something like that. There's going to be a tab up at the top because this is going to be one of the newer ones. I don't think 100 people, there could have been 100 people could have published right after me, but shouldn't be too many people, right? We just published. It was live. You all just saw it. But you can go right there. So if you don't want to type in the words and you're like, ooh, how do I just get the quick link before he shares the link? Well, it's as easy as just opening the app and it's like the newest. So you can go tap on it and do those things. The live share is not happening. So we're not screen sharing into that yet because I'm still doing all of this here, right? But I'm going to go screen share into that. The question is, what will be playing, right? What will you see? It could be a video, could be music, could be anything. So that's going to be over there, visiting.interior.crop. We've got right around 10 minutes left. So if anybody wanted to grab the mic over here on the X Spaces side, I'll do my best to make sure that you're picked up on the live video side as well. But you can request the mic, say, hey, I got some questions. Can you go back and, where was that? How did this, all those fun, jazzy things. And we didn't even talk about the maps, okay, or how to build on those and publish on those, but we can get into all of that stuff as well if you really want to, or we can just go ahead and keep it short because there's an experience out there that people could jump into, right? And at least go see. There's nothing really special about it. Like you all saw it. There's nothing like super special about the experience outside of, you all just saw it happen, right? So we can jump in there and maybe that's where we continue the conversation. That sounds like a pretty good idea. We'll get off of here. Before we do all of that, I am going to say thanks to Metaverse Radio again for allowing us this opportunity to be here to live stream, to share all of this with the global audience. You've been so faithful over the last 13, 14 months. So thank you. Times are not easy for anyone, and you've been able to keep this going, and that's pretty stinking incredible. If you've never tuned into Metaverse Radio, it is very easy. All you have to do is say, hey, Alexa, hey, smart Google device, whatever it is, play Metaverse Radio. And they'll go to town on it. You can also download the app, Metaverse Radio app. It's just like that. They've got a whole bunch of things. They work with and have been with the Metaverse Standards Forum. Go look at their partners and who they're associated with on their page. It's a whole bunch. It looks like NASCAR, but that's the fun part about it is they're very well connected and they're supporting everyone, including us and the up and coming artists in the world. So thank you for all that. There's other shows that you can check out there as well, like the Tech Talk Tuesdays. Highly recommend it. There's the AI with the Derby one and Anapon. There's the Winning Wednesdays. You got Super Wednesdays, not on Metaverse Radio, but Super Wednesdays from Dope Stilo happening every Wednesday. There's lots of things that you can catch up on too, but we're going to jump into Over the Reality right about now. I've given you lots of time. I ran my mouth long enough here. I thought I did. I thought I gave you all enough time to go ahead at least download the app. It's pretty stinking simple. You can go ahead, download the app. We're going to jump. I've even left this up on the screen so that you can all see this. So you can go visitinginterior.crop. That way it's not difficult. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can't zoom in on the screen. So but that's it there. Okay, we're going to close this out. This has been a super fantastic Saturday. These SupAR SatARdays are one of my favorite days, and they're starting becoming more and more my favorite days, especially as we start to roll into what's coming up with all the different events. This is pretty stinking cool. Go ahead and check it out. Real quick, before we get out of here, though, but let's go take a look at SWXR. And we're going to go XYZ, okay? XYZ, just like that, XYZ. You don't need to do anything else. You can go to the .com if you want to. There's more stuff, especially if you're looking on, like, how to get involved in different things. But that is SSXWXR.xyz. Go fill out your events. Make sure your events are on the page. We're not putting your events on the page. You got to put your own stuff on the page, okay? If you want to be on the page, go put yourself on the page. It's pretty stinking simple. Put yourself on the page, right? So there's some events already listed here. I'm going to hit that wait button. Some events are already listed here. If your event is not listed here, and it should be, we'll go put it there. Take notes from people like LM Designs who have already listed not just their, because they don't have events, right? They have experiences. They're an artist. They're a creator, right? So go ahead, share what you've got, do what you're doing. SXXWXR.xyz. That's where you need to be. We're gonna get you set for free out there at South by. You and me. It's gonna be. We're gonna go. I want to play. In fact, before we get out of here, while this is going, I'm going to play this song over here because I liked this jig. I'm signing. Y'all are seeing my email. Okay. That's okay.
SXSWXR 2025. SXSWXR 2020.
Bonjour. Sure. Here's a rundown on the speakers from the Love.
SXSW SWXR 2025 AI. Augmented reality, 3D is spatial capturing. SWXR 2025 AI. Augmented reality, 3D is spatial capturing.
So that's it. That's all we're going to do today. Get out of here. Y'all have a good one. We're going to shut down on this side. Let's see if I can go. Ooh, ooh. Now I'm giving y'all, go check it out now. The Funk Show. Go check it out. All right. We're going to go play out on the app. We're going to go do some things. See you in the real world. All right. But yeah, this has been a SupAR SatARday. Let's do it. We're out.